08 guardianship of Emma Ryan.
Morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, something we noticed I want to point out before we get too far. There's someone else in the docket with the name Matt English right now. As you can see on my client's screen, they're both on Brooke English. So I have a suspicion that Miss Ryan is again posing as someone else using Mr. English's name. We could ask that person to please turn their camera on. I'd appreciate it.
I do expect cameras to be turned on.
I think they've now left, Your Honor, after I addressed that.
Okay. All right. All right. So with that, there was a brief that was filed. Let's go first with, we have Mr. Flay, we have Ms. Powers, who's representing the child. We have Mr. Goodday representing the mother. That's right. I need to, we have Mr. Flay, we have Ms. Powers, we have Mr. Goodday. We have the petitioners, anyone else appearing in this matter. And again, I expect video cameras to be on. Okay.
Your Honor, I know my client's trying to log in. She had the wrong link, so I sent her the new link. But I've just been emailing with her, so she might be popping on here.
Do you want me to recall this?
I think so, because I think she said she might want to make a statement.
Your Honor, Mr. Gooday's here. We have no reason to recall this for Miss Ryan to be present. She doesn't need to make a statement.
Well, I'll go ahead and recall it because I'd rather the parties are present. So number 6 on the of Emma Ryan, I've let one person in. I don't know who it is. Again, I want cameras on when people are talking. All right, Mr. Goodday. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I think my client's on the Zoom.
Okay.
But I'm here and I'm representing her, so we can proceed.
Okay. Is that the Stephanie Zaruski matter? Her name? Oh, here she is, right here, I think. Okay. All right. With that, a brief was filed. Have the parties received that?
Your Honor, Miss Ryan turned her camera off again.
Ms. Ryan, please turn your camera on. Okay. Go ahead.
I did get a copy of the brief, Your Honor.
Okay.
I did as well. I had done research on my own and it aligned with the brief that we were served.
Okay. All right. So with that, anything further in regard to that?
Your Honor, I guess at this point we'd be asking the court to set a trial date because the court has the authority to do so.
Okay. So I did review the brief and based on the files and record, the mother's failure to comply with the court's order to turn the child over to Brooke and Matthew English, the report of the court visitor, and recommendations thereto, the evidence that has been submitted, the court does find good cause to go past the 60th day for the emergency guardianship. Secondly, further, the court finds the court can conduct a trial for the minor guardianship while the temporary minor guardianship is still pending. This is based on the laws as proposed by the attorney for the Brooke and Matthew English, being Mr. Flay, including RCW 11.130.225, 11.130.2257 in particular, as well as the ruling in the, I believe it's Reagan matter. So the court does order the matter be set for trial. If you want to go ahead and note that up.
Your Honor, just for the record, my client would object and would argue that the time limit's expired and it's not a good cause and there's no danger. And she believes her child's in the dangerous situation here, trying to be extracted from her.
Your Honor, we've
record.
addressed all this. And Miss Ryan is obscuring her camera. We can't see her.
Ms. Ryan, I expect you to see you on the camera.
meaning her whole face, Miss Ryan.
Okay, I think she logged off. So understanding the objections, understanding as far as that goes, I stand by what I've said. So the matter does need to be set for trial. And so Mr. Flay, if you could get that noted up, the trial will not be allowed to be via Zoom and is to be in person. And the court requires this based on the outstanding warrant of the mother, but even more so the direct influence the mother has on the minor child in any thoughts or opinions she may have. So it will be in person. So when it's set, make sure that is done. And the court reserves on the request for attorney's fees at this time solely to determine the total fees at the time of trial. And the same for any sanctions against Lauren Ryan. I'd rather wait and see where things go before at this point. So that's reserved as well at this point. It can be determined at trial.
Understood, Your Honor. A couple questions for drafting purposes. So I'll be doing a notice set for trial. I imagine, are we planning on that being the next hearing, or are we planning on another review hearing? And if so, do I need to do another temporary order pending both of those?
So you do need to go ahead and do a temporary. We'll have to do a review just to keep track of things. You can set it out. So I should ask counsel any comments on that. Okay. Hearing none, go ahead and let's set that out, review out, let's see, to May 23rd. And meanwhile, you should be able to get your trial date, and then we can just set it to that date rather than continue to have reviews. But you do need to do the note for the trial assignment docket.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. That's it for today.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.